So whether it's you as a person, you as a business, like in all aspects, yeah, we move regardless. And life, yani life husonga. Eh. My name is Joy Moraa Nyanaro. I am an entrepreneur. I run a business called Punnycrafts Kenya, where we mix humor, use puns and use Kenyan lingo to create an entire experience, like the ultimate Kenyan experience. So whether you want to gift your loved one, whether you want to gift yourself, whether you want items for your home, for your lifestyle. So it's an overall lifestyle brand. And I'm pretty sure on the Instagram streets, Umona, dots of yellow somewhere here and there. That's how we represent ourselves. Do a lot of yellow stuff. If anything, when you're just walking and you say Punnycrafts, oh, you're the yellow guys. Oh, you're the yellow guys. So that's what we do. We make Kenyans happy, and I am the person behind it. Together with my team, that's what we do. Yes, I would define myself as an ambitious person. I think for someone to start a business and build it from the ground up with nothing, like from the start, it takes a lot of ambition, takes a lot of resilience, takes a lot of hard work, together with working smart. And from the day we started, so this started officially in 2019. As much as fine, I still had the gifts and the passion way before. I think for the last 3 years, I can say I have seen my ambition, like I've poured my ambition into the business. Yeah, and even just moving forward. Yes, I believe that 100%. Women do make good leaders. It starts from an individual perspective before it even becomes whether it's a man or a woman. And one thing, I think all women know this, even you just as a woman, like if you're a woman watching this, and if you're a man watching this, then maybe this is something that you need to know. I feel like from deep down, it's a natural instinct to either take charge, whether it's in the home, whether it's in a church setting, whether it's in a school setting. So I think it's an instinct that's there naturally. And once you tap into it, then you're able to leverage on my emotional intelligence and make, decisions in the workplace, decisions in the church place, decisions at school, and things like that. So for starters, we can't deny the fact that it's a patriarchal society, and the moment when you're interacting with people and someone realizes, oh, you're the one who's in charge of this place, there's always that, you can always hear that hint of disdain when they're talking to you, because it's a girl, it's a young girl. As much as fine, I'm a young person, and then now on top of it, it's a girl. They already dismiss you. Then now you always have to work. You always have to put in more work than maybe like my immediate counterpart who's maybe a guy. So that's, I think, one challenge that I normally face. And the fact that if it comes to situations where maybe it's we're doing crisis management or damage control, most of the people I'm interacting with are men, and they tend to dismiss what you're saying, or like you can always just get the feeling that ni msichana, wacha tu aonge amalize, then like we'll figure something out. The moment, and this is something I've actually noticed for maybe in the last year, if I'm the one who's actually going to report or take charge or try and solve a situation, and say I send someone who's a guy, how they're treated is very differently. And if anything, if it's the guy who's actually doing the reporting and everything, the results are, should I say, different, or that process is a bit it's shorter for them compared to when it's me as a girl. No, not really. If anything, they're like, oh, it's a woman behind it. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing when they realize it's actually a lady who's behind the business. I've not been in instances where clients want to pay less because I'm a woman. Guys, is there any such thing as work-life balance? I think that's a myth. There's no such thing as balance, in all honesty. I think you have priorities. Actually, I remember listening to I can't remember where I listened this analogy anecdote where you have balls, and the balls that you're juggling some of them are made of plastic and others are made of glass. You just need to know what balls like zenye hazifai kuanguka. So if you have family, you have work, you have friends, you have your own self. So sometimes ukijuggle, release the friendship ball, it's plastic, it's going to continue bouncing. Or maybe if you drop the family ball, itaanguka na ivunjike. And it's not an absolute. There are times the family ball can be plastic, and there are times your friendship ball can be actually made of glass. So once you have your priorities in check, you know, okay, everyone has 24 hours. I always want to use that line. Everyone has 24 hours. So as you start your day, you know, okay, today I need to, like, work is what's taking most of my time. So I need to give in my everything, like giving. I always tell my friends, there's no need for you to give in 25%. If you're going to do anything, give it your 100. So if you're going to do your work, give it your 100. Then time ya kazi kisha, ikifika time ya friendship, you give it your 100. If it's time for family, give it your 100. And life just flows like that. There are times, of course, you'll have conflict and maybe you let someone down, and you just need to know how to work your way around that. It's I think every day you learn something, you adjust something in how you've set out your time. But I think being introspective is one thing that really that helps you as an individual. So like right now naweza kuambia, okay, how do I stay mentally okay? Then it means because I work online and sometimes social media can become a bit much, so I need to set boundaries and set limits to, okay, fine, how long are we going to use our phones? As much as maybe it's not something that's at a cast in stone, ikifika 6 p.m. tuneka simu chini, maybe something will happen, but just knowing at the back of your mind, I need to set aside this amount of time to social media, so that afterwards, if it means I am winding down by listening to music or drawing or maybe or taking or even swimming, taking a walk, you just need to know like what works for you. For me, I love listening to music. I love listening to podcasts. So that's what I normally do in the evening. Or I could easily doodle, because that's now what fuels my creativity. And then and talking to friends. I talk a lot. So now during the week najuanga, okay, so today story bonus tukana, and story bonus I don't even mean Safaricom. I mean like talk time. My talk time can last up to 1 hour. So I know Monday I'm going to call this friend, and you know how sometimes just talking to a friend you just feel lighter. And then over the weekend mostly I enjoy outdoors. So hiking, or you'll just find me in a swimming pool. Mostly I juggle in between those two, or now just sleeping. Yeah. I would say creating systems that have made Punnycrafts sustainable. I think at this point I can easily, we're not in that stage where we're trying to see what works, what doesn't work. Is this fit for the market that you're trying to target? Like right now, I can confidently like point out all the products that are working, all internal systems we have that are working, how the team is set up, how like everyone knows what role they're playing, everyone knows their deliverables, everyone knows the consequences of their actions. So I think that's like my number one. And just seeing, I enjoy creating things from scratch. So seeing something that you've created and that every day it continuously feeds itself is one of the, like, it makes me sleep well at night. And then I think the other thing is having a very strong online presence, and just knowing that every day I have new ideas of how to make this thing even more sustainable. And those two things just push me, push the team. Yeah. I am a strong-willed person, and once I set my mind to do something, I don't know, maybe an earthquake or death is what will, like, rarely do I shy away from opportunities, from taking risks. So I'd say that just having like that as part of my personality really, really pushes like everything else, like everything just falls in place. The one thing, and especially like say a young girl who wants to start their own business and venture into entrepreneurship, is to like believe in yourself. Like you are the, like unaona venye unajiona in your greatest, like how in your mind you just think, by the way, there's no one else who can do this and it's me. Like you need to really, really believe that, because no one, even if people affirm you, even if you have friends and family, even if you have a support system, at the end of the day, you're like, it's only you who can make all those decisions. It's only you who can actually say, okay, fine, I'm going to register this business, I'm going to start this business, I'm going to try. So like the loudest voice in your head should be yours, and it should be affirming you that this is, like, I'm the best version of myself today, and tomorrow I'm even going to be better. So I think that's the one thing, like believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, and people out here don't even know what they're doing. So kama umejamini hivyo kwa kichwa, imagine, like, as in everything else is just hivyo too. I think that's what I can say. Oh my God. Okay, that's a hard one. It's like telling me to choose a favorite child. I think my best line, guy. Okay, that's so hard. I think the one, we move regardless. Yeah. Imagine we move, something happens, you'll get solutions, keep it moving. Tomorrow you'll even have bigger problems. So that whole, if anything, the one thing I normally tell like our team, there's no need for us to like marinate or like on one thing. Something has happened. Have we found a solution to it? Hi, so we keep it moving on to the next one. And it makes you appreciate how fast you can bounce back. It makes you then not dwell on such trivial things, and like you even you continuously look at the bigger picture. So whether it's you as a person, you as a business, like in all aspects, yeah, we move regardless. And life, yani life husonga.